After studying this module, you shall be able to know about the various stages of adulthood, learn the career and work related developments during adulthood, understand the identity issues related to work, analyze the concerns at work during the phases of adulthood. Work is a kind of effort which is done to earn money and create financial stability. It also leads to emotional, social and physical stability. It not only talks about jobs but also the career related education that we engage in. Work enhances the self-esteem of a person and keeps the person active and healthy. Most of the individual's life is dominated by work. It has been indicated by many studies that 35% Americans are seen to work for 40 hours a week, 18% work for more than 51 hours, while only 10% work for less than 30 hours. Work is also considered to be a stressor. Work in India ranges from household work to agricultural work, craft, doctors, shops, priests, saints, engineers, etc. Today even women have been employed, which has led to a lot of concerns. The development of individuals takes place throughout their lives from the day they are born to the day they die and ranges from infancy to old age. Lifespan development, a vast topic, is not just restricted to the study of development of children, their physical, cognitive and emotional development, but also focuses on the social development. Among the phases of development, adulthood is considered to be a major phase for social development in terms of work, career, marriage and family life. It is dominated with rules, norms and responsibilities. It lasts from 17 years till death. In adulthood, biological maturity of the individual has been achieved and thus experiential factors play a major role in the developmental process during this phase. A wide range of responsibilities like work come up in adulthood. Thus, it varies across the 4 stages of adulthood, namely emerging adulthood, early adulthood, middle adulthood and late adulthood. Major work life imbalances generally occur during adulthood. So in order to avoid such disturbances, it's very necessary to understand the developmental concerns of work during adulthood. Let's look at the phases of adulthood. First, emerging adulthood and work. Emerging adulthood is a phase which lasts from 17 years to 25 years in a person's life. It is a phase when the child emerges out of adolescence and grows into an adult life. In this phase, a transition from school to college or work takes place. This ladens them with responsibilities which makes them focused towards their careers and more concerned about their future. At this age, immense interest is seen in higher education. At 18 years, college is joined by both men and women, but it is very disheartening to note that even today, some women, despite of being intelligent, are not allowed to attend any institution of higher education. Erikson called the age of emerging adulthood as the age of identity exploration. At this stage, no commitment is required and people explore all the best opportunities available. They try them as they are active, enthusiastic and energetic at this age. Through experimentation, they find out what work suits them and fits their personality the best. They take up a career that will be profitable to them and will fulfill their needs. They look for emotionally and psychologically satisfying work. Age of instability. This stage of life provides with a lot of opportunities and leaves the young emerging adults a little confused. This creates an imbalance as a large number of shifts are observed. This involves transition from school to career and jobs. This is a time which is full of uncertainty about the future and they wonder if they will be able to adjust in their job or career. They are unsure whether they will like their job and will stay and work on that forever. Thus, it is a period of exploration and experimentation for them. Self-focused age. A focused approach is seen by the adults. At this age, there is no commitment and responsibilities towards others. So, they have resources like time and energy to focus on one's own career. They are autonomous and have quality time to spend with their parents and friends. They are focused on developing their business and settling in the best possible job. They are determined and motivated to improve their skills. It is the age when they try to become self-sufficient at work. They are seen to work more productively as compared to ones at the age of 40. They listen to their opinions but are not responsible for their needs. People at this age focus on fulfilling their dreams. Age of possibilities. At this age, people are generally endowed with optimistic hopes about a favorable future. They may get a lot of opportunities like vocational, academic, occupational, and a job. The varieties of careers that are taken up are doctors, teachers, engineers, sports persons, chefs, shopkeepers, lawyers, musicians, actors, teachers. Jobs may not be necessarily well paid. There are jobs for unskilled or semi-skilled individuals like servants, cart pullers, electricians, plumbers, etc. They aspire for fulfilling job with money and a safe environment to work in. Since they are not burdened with family responsibilities at this age, they can shift their job if they face any problem. They have the vigor to take advantage of the opportunities and are ready to learn. Since there is a lot of flexibility at this age, some people drop out of school and sit idle at home. Some may also become drug addicts. Some are uneducated, remain idle at home. Some of the girls might get married as well to become a housewife. Another phase is early adulthood and work. Age 24 to 44 years, as per Suppers 1990, is called as the period of establishment. At this stage, they make an effort to find a permanent place. A lot of changes occur in position, jobs, and occupations. Early adulthood ranges from 25 to 40 years and has been divided into a number of substages. During the substage 25 to 28 years, the person is focused on developing one's work and relationships. At the substage 28 to 33 years, which is a transition across the age of 30, there is some self-questioning about their dreams and choices that they have made. They analyze the difficulties coming at work. At this age, they tend to work permanently in a particular job. At the last substage that lasts from 33 to 40 years, their aim is to settle down in all aspects and work for significant others in their lives. A major transition at early adulthood occurs at the age of 30. Those who remain without a partner and have focused on their careers move their focus to marriage, but those who have already found a partner focus more on their careers and attain greater heights. Men at this age are generally able to manage community, interpersonal and family relations, at the same time earn a lot of wealth and prestige. At the age of 30, men are seen to be more focused on their careers and their goal is to earn money. They lose all their previous interests like listening to music or playing football. Women, on the other hand, have difficulties in managing both career and household responsibilities, which leads them to leave their jobs. According to Supper, the substages are divided differently. The age gap between 25 to 30 years is called the trial, commitment and stabilization, where people settle down and try to find a permanent occupation for themselves in which they will be able to work till retirement. Some may find the job satisfying and secure, while others may find it unsatisfactory. Another substage which lasts from 31 to 44 years is called advancement. Here, the people try to stabilize themselves at a particular place. They are happier and creative have become senior with most of the required qualifications to train the younger ones. They are still gaining experience in their field, and some who have reached 40s have gained a lot of experience. Age 40 to 44 years overlaps with what we call as midlife and young adulthood and ranges from 25 years to 40 years. During early adulthood, people are seen to take up a job after completing their education and become experts in the work they have pursued. They try to adjust themselves in the new office environment at the start. In the training, they learn to respect their authority and are concerned about others. They want to achieve what they had dreamt of, learn concept of leadership, obey rules and learn to protect things of interest. Their self-esteem develops at this age. This age, they form friends and develop relations with others in their jobs. They find out about their limitations and try to develop new skills by focusing on activities that are important for their job. They try to maintain the status that they have gained from working all these years. A kind of mentors. The level of persistence and hard work that a person develops at work depends on the kind of mentor one has. If the mentor has been unhelpful, unsympathetic and has a superior, are less suited for a young person working in a company. But if the young employee finds the mentor to be good to him, sociable and friendly, he is more likely to continue with the job. Unemployment. Youth of India constitutes 66% of the total population. Many of the young people across the world have become unemployed, which has made them poor. As per the statistics obtained from ILO's Globe Trends Report 2012 on youth, nearly 75 million young people are unemployed across the world, thereby leading to an increase of more than 4 million people as compared to the year 2007. People across the globe have become unemployed temporarily. At this age, while working, banking and financial problems might come up, leading to unemployment. A lot of recession has also led this issue to come up. Unemployment has led to the occurrence of heart attacks and strokes and also other psychological problems like depression and anxiety. Dual career earners. In the era of industrialization, it has been observed that both men and women are involved either in part-time jobs or in full-time jobs. This leads to a lot of imbalance and creates a disturbance in work-life relationship. Earlier in the 1960s, men were considered to be breadwinners and homemakers, but with the coming of women's movement, women became employed and were given equal rights as men. The concept of dual earner couples has prevailed. The phenomenon of dual career earners has increased the well-being of women. Women who are working are less likely than housewives to develop depression and anxiety issues. They are likely to have better physical health and their husbands tend to care for their children. It provides them a buffer from the stressors of social relation and are seen to engage in meaningful tasks where they obtain success. They are likely to support their family as well. It has been observed that if the spouse's gender role attitude is consistent with their work, it leads to enhanced marital satisfaction. Study on dual career couple found that conflict occurs due to stress related to family and work roles. Marital maladjustment was related to decline in job satisfaction. Findings also show that work stress increased hostility and decreased warmth and support in marital interactions. Middle adulthood and work. Middle adulthood is the toughest phase of a person's life. It usually starts at around 40 years and ends at 60 years. Middle adulthood is the phase where people are settled and have lesser responsibilities in terms of financially supporting their family. Some of the children start to earn at this age, get married, become independent and have their own work systems. But on the other hand, they have to support their aging parents and all the time stay at work. During middle adulthood, people have become experts and do not follow many rules as things have now become automatic for them. They are faster at work as compared to the novice workers. They ought to earn more money as compared to their younger counterparts. Experience throughout their lives has made them more practical in their approach. In the sphere of work, middle-aged are found to be more creative than their younger counterparts. It has been found that good writers, musicians, and mathematicians excel maximum at this age. There is a large amount of inter-individuation seen in the individual in the field of learning, and they are motivated to learn things which are of their own interest. Many women are seen to return to work at this age and need a lot of emotional and professional support. Middle-aged people become spiritual at this age. According to Levinson's seasons theory, people at this age do not look forward towards their future, but instead look backwards as to what they have earned throughout life. This might lead to satisfaction of earning a lot or distress of losing and not building much. They evaluate themselves as to if they have worked enough in life. This is a period of crisis where they have a lot of self-doubt and anxiety about their passing youth and mortality. They also feel stress because of the change in employment, change in responsibilities at work, and financial difficulties of having a loss or pending loans. For women who join work again, their stress reduces as they are able to enjoy things other than childbearing and household responsibilities. People are satisfied with the work at job but remain dissatisfied with the income. Satisfaction derived from job increases throughout adulthood, but during middle adulthood they are more realistic about their jobs. Erickson's stage 7 is applicable to the career theory. The stage of generativity versus stagnation is experienced by people in the field of work. It is a period of crisis when the individual faces conflict. This is called midlife crisis. Generativity is the method by which the person at this age makes contribution to the next generation. They help the next generation in personal and career attachments. This is a phase which provides a link between two generations, as a person from a senior post in middle adulthood provides assistance and guidance to a person in young adulthood and endows him with the ideas related to the professional field to make progress in future. At this age, a person may feel stagnated. This is a feeling opposite to generativity, where a person might feel that he has not achieved much knowledge and wisdom in life to pass to their younger generations for their career assistance. Though men and women have similar developmental trends, some differences have been found. It depends on the conditions, pay and promotion, motivation to work, amount of socialization and support at workplace. Late adulthood and work. Late adulthood is the phase that begins at 60 years and is marked by physical, cognitive and emotional changes. It also involves social changes. A lot of physical and cognitive deterioration is seen at this age. The activity of the person reduces at this age. During this phase, a person experiences death. Early in the 20th century, most of the men above the age of 65 years used to work full time. But today, despite the allowance to work, the number of people working full time has reduced by 70%. Some people are seen to work throughout their lives and sometimes more than their younger counterparts. It can be seen that more the education and possession of a working wife and willingness to work leads the older people get reluctant to retire from their jobs. It has been found that because of the hard financial times and recession, it created necessity for the older men to work as well. Older adults are less likely to engage in absenteeism, have fewer accidents and increased job satisfaction, and thus are more valuable for a job. Some of the older adults change their careers, but most of them also engage in unpaid work. They tend to engage in voluntary work and actively participate in charity. They desire to enhance social interactions and positive identity by engaging in such a kind of work. The kind of occupation that one engages is also affected by aging. People who retire get some benefits after their retirement. People also retire because they want a transition from full-time work to full-time leisure. It has been seen by Des Moines that since it is the last stage of development, people are confused as to what step to take. Some of them don't retire and continue to work. Some retire from a particular job and take up a different job. Some people also engage in voluntary work. Many are seen to leave their career and retire, and some, because of poor health, also leave their work and move towards retirement. Many people return back to work after retirement, but pay is less than what they used to get pre-retirement. Some are found to be happy to return to work. However, many are unhappy and have just returned to meet the financial needs of the family. A lot of policies which gave a chance to younger workers to work gave way for retirements to happen, but people were found to be unhappy with their retirement. Only a few preferred their retirement to take place in the 40s or 50s. Most of them prefer to get retired at the age of 60. According to Super's theory, this phase is divided into two substages. Deceleration, 65 to 70 years, where changes in the roles come and duties are changed as the capacity of the person declines. People may prefer to work half-time. The other stage that was given by him is retirement, that is from 71 years till death, and is based on cessation of work. At this age, a person engages in tasks he wanted to do. He reduces his working hours and finds good plans after retirement. He is also seen to work in non-occupational tasks. The process of retirement has focused more on men than on women. It has been found that men take more time and effort to plan their retirement as compared to women. It has also been indicated that those old adults who are financially stable, have a good health, are educated, have a good social life with a lot of family and friends, are better able to adjust at the time of stressful retirement as compared to those who have lost a spouse or have a poor physical health and are financially weak. People have difficulty to retire because of poor self-esteem and a lot of attachment to work. It has been observed that people have very little knowledge about the security and money that they will receive on retirement. They don't take any advice and remain unsure whether they will be able to survive on their savings. They tend to overestimate the social income and benefits that they will receive. This leads to crisis. Retirement is flexible, so for successful retirement, it is a dire need to cultivate friends and interests that are not related to their work. One should plan their retirements and implement it successfully to adjust in the environment. Retirement should not just be based on financial stability, but should include other aspects of life as well. Work is an active career or job taken up both by men and women. It leads to the social development of an individual in adulthood. Adulthood is divided into 4 phases. The first phase is emerging adulthood, that is 17 to 25 years, where a transition from school to college or work takes place. It is characterized by formation of identity and its exploration, instability, feeling in between, and lot of opportunities. The second phase is early adulthood, 25 to 40 years, and is known as the period of establishment. The people try out jobs and try to adjust in them. At times they question the choices that they have made and analyze it. At this stage, unemployment is also one of the major issues. Super, in his career development theory, has mentioned 2 substages, namely trial and commitment and stabilization. The third phase is middle adulthood, 40 to 60 years. Here, a person is seen permanently working in a job for a long time. He has a lot of practical experience and has become an expert in his field. He has become automatic in his work and provides guidance to the younger ones. Women are found to be satisfied at work as compared to men as they get involved in things which are unrelated to household work and looking after children. The last phase in late adulthood, 60 years to death. Here the person has declined in the cognitive and physical functioning. A person is able to work less than that he was able to do earlier. The main feature of this stage is retirement. Some of them may not retire and some may work part-time. This might happen because of some unpaid loans and other financial difficulties. Some of them retire to enjoy full-time leisure. They spend time with their partners or go for things like their hobbies, which they haven't done or neglected throughout their lives. Thus, it is apt to say, just like other developments, work occupies half of our lives.